Hi, this is Johnny, and as you can see, I am playing some more MKWii Aurora. Now, just like last time, I'm going to be playing through two cups. Use a cart for the first cup and switch to a bike for the next one. And since I used Baby Mario last time, I thought, why not use the superior baby character, Baby Luigi, who is actually my favorite character in this game. Not sure why I felt the need to mention that, I just did. But we'll be going through the Cheep Cheep and the Leaf cups. So for the Cheep Cheep Cup, we got Pianta Shore, Golden Poppy Coastline, Emerald Coast, and Vacay Bay. I'm very excited for Emerald Coast since that's one of my favorite custom tracks ever. So let's do this. Now, something I failed to mention last time is if you want to download this mod, you can find a link in the description. This mod is not only on the wiki, but it's actually has its own website as well, which is pretty cool. Kind of reminds me of how CDGP has its own website too. But first up we have Pianta Shore, which I've played several times before. And like I mentioned last time, not all of these tracks are going to be completely new to me, since I have played quite a lot of custom tracks. But I can say this is a really good track right here. Reminds me a lot of Delfino Square. Especially helps that this is also a Mario Sunshine themed track, because you know Pianta's everywhere, Pianta Shore. Also this shortcut right here, which is pretty cool. Going through a little cavern, get to admire the waterfall that you barely see for like 1 second. But yeah, speaking of the Mario Kart Wiki, I'm kind of sad to see that it's gonna be made read-only, I think, by the end of June, which is pretty unfortunate to hear. So, but luckily, I think there is going to be a backup channel, or a backup website to make up for it. So, but it is still kind of sad that the wiki that's been going active for such a long time has been so helpful for finding brand new mods, brand new custom tracks to play. It's sad that it's just you're not going to be able to add anything to it anymore. Now, luckily, it isn't shutting down. At least, I don't think it's going to shut down. But it's just going to stay as a read-only website. Wait. Oh yeah, the blue shells, I almost forgot. That's what I get for setting it to aggressive items, isn't it? But yeah, CPUs aren't really posing that much of a threat, even though they are set to the highest difficulty I can set them to. Which, not really sure what I expected for Mario Kart Wii CPUs. Didn't I say that exact same thing last time, and I didn't even get first in every race? I don't know what I'm saying. Let me not take the shortcut this time. I can see. Oh, hi Yoshi. How you like that? Oh, it's Yoshi and the Sugar Scoop. Love that combination. But we are just about finishing up this track. And overall, I really love how it looks. I kind of wish there were more Piantas, because I really only see them at the very beginning of the track, I gotta say. But the decoration and all the scenery, all those flags up there, they look pretty cool. I like what the creator did with this track. And now we have Golden Poppy Coastline, which we are not going to be getting a preview for. The track's too good for a preview, I assume, but it was same exact music. But I don't think I've ever played this track before. Looking at the minimap, definitely has a lot of different routes you can go. Well, let's not drive into the water, because that's bad. Wow, this forest looks good. Ooh, a mushroom. Is there any cool shortcuts you can do? Because I love hunting for shortcuts and custom tracks. Gotta see if there's a really cool one around here somewhere. Oh, there's a bottom layer. I thought you'd just fall off. Okay. This reminds me of like the Grand Canyon or something like that, with the red rock textures and also the ground texture in general. Some pretty nice textures overall of this track. another place I thought I'd fall off. It's nice that this track is pretty generous with the different routes you can go through. And I don't know why, but this forest section kind of, it's gonna sound weird, but it kind of gives me Mount Wario vibes a little because of that one section, if you know what I'm talking about, where you go through all the trees. It's really easy to hit one. Can you trick it? Oh. Oh great, King Boo's up here. Can you go this way? Yeah, you can go this way. And get blue shelled because the game hates you. But that's nothing for baby Luigi. He can take blue shells all day long. King Boo's gotta get... I was gonna say King Boo's gotta get out here, but I think I should focus on my driving more. But you know, they say never doubt the baby booster, right? Especially if it's Mega. I gotta see where I'm going, and that's another blue shell. There is definitely gonna be a lot of blue shells in these cups. And speaking of which, I really don't know how much of this mod I'm going to play, because I'm still uncertain about that. Oh yeah, you can trick here. Yeah. The amount of cups I'm going to play through, that I'm not really sure about. But we'll have to see. When I get opportunities to record, I will definitely make sure to play through this mod. Because getting a chance to record is not really that easy for me. Especially since stuff in my house likes to be so busy all the time. But another really good track. I feel like all of these are going to be good tracks since this is a high quality mod after all. But it's time to play some Sonic Adventure. Aw yeah. Dude, I love this track so much. I'm going to skip the preview because I just want to get straight to playing the track since it's so good. Oh, look, it looks just like the first level of Sonic Adventure. It's so cool. And I think I got first introduced to this track in Mario Kart Midnight, and when I saw it for the first time, I was freaking amazed because like, oh my gosh, it's the first level of my favorite 3D Sonic game. And yes, Sonic Adventure is my favorite 3D Sonic game. I think it's better than Sonic Adventure 2. When I played Sonic Adventure 2 for the first time, I was like, man, people really think this is better than the first game? But yeah, I'm more of a Sonic Adventure 1 fan myself. Now, I haven't played the original version. I've only ever played the DX. Oh, I could have gotten a dodge right there. I've only ever played the DX version on the GameCube, which I know a lot of people say is worse than the original, but I kind of don't really care which version I play on. I do care about getting blue shelled over a gap. But even if it's the DX version, it's still Sonic Adventure. Like, come on. Still one of my favorite 3D platformers of all time. I think my favorite part, I think something that I like about Adventure 1 over Adventure 2 is the fact that, so in Adventure 2, you have two stories, Hero and Dark, and you have to keep swapping between 3 different characters throughout the stories you play as. However, in Adventure 1, I think that game does a better job at focusing more on one character at a time, since if you're starting off with Sonic, for example, you just play as Sonic and just as him for a certain amount of time, and then after you beat his story, you switch to Tails, then Knuckles, then Amy, and the others. And I like that progression a lot more than just, hey, swap. You're playing as Sonic first. Okay, now swap to Tails. Alright, now play as Knuckles in a treasure hunting stage. Alright, now go back to Sonic. I just kind of get bothered by that a little, especially since in Adventure 2, the Sonic stages are my favorite ones. So when I'm forced to play a mech shooter stage or a treasure hunting stage, I'm just like, oh gosh, come on. Wow, I really just talked about Sonic Adventure that whole race, didn't I? Alright, but another blue shell right there. And it's on to Vacay Bay. Love that track. You know, it's funny how this is the Cheep Cheep Cup and I have Cheep Cheep Beach music playing for all these tracks. I just think that's kind of fitting. But now we have Vacay Bay, which takes place in a giant theme park. But you do start off in a cute little hotel, which is nice. Oh yeah, I have played this track before. Do I remember much of it? I'll try. Okay, I do remember this part where you go through the roller coaster. That's cool. No! Okay, Bay Luigi is fine. Oh, I didn't even know there was a purple booster right there. Or a purple conveyor belt when I played this track before. Oh, and I do remember going, this looks beautiful, oh my gosh. This is very Dolphin Shoals-esque. Oh yeah, I can see the Dolphin Shoals inspiration from this. Okay, now I'm starting to remember this track a lot more. And how good it is. Yeah, you even got the Mario Kart 8 item boxes right there as well. And little 3D modeled birds, that's cool. Oh, this track is so much fun on 200cc. Oh, it's only 2 laps, I almost forgot. I'm surprised there hasn't been a blue shell yet. Look at that Ferris wheel, it's cool. I don't know what I'm saying. Yeah, let's get some boost pedals. And moon jump? Yeah. Not sure how much faster it is to taste conveyor belt. I wouldn't be surprised if it wasn't that much faster at all, but just gotta play the tracks enough times to know what the right things to do on them are. And so I could admire this underwater section again. Let's take some other routes. Like that. Yeah, this is literally just Dolphin Shoals, man. Just without the giant eel that you ride on. Turns. I'm not really doing enough shortcuts. I gotta get some mushrooms in these later stages so I can try some shenanigans out. Wow, there really isn't gonna be a single blue shell in this track. That is a nice change of pace. Oh, that red shell was trying to humble me right there, but that is all of the Cheep Cheep Cup. And now we go to well, first we got the award ceremony to watch. But after the award ceremony, we go to the Leaf Cup. I think I'm going to use the Quacker for this next one since it is a very 200cc friendly bike and a fun vehicle on that speed as well. But for the Leaf Cup, we have, I think all of these tracks I don't recognize, so this is going to be fun. Maplewood Caverns, Painted Petals, Fiery Foliage Forest, and Autumnal Archipelago. Took me a while to say that. Alright, let's start off with the first track. Maplewood Caverns. Wait, actually, yeah, I played this track in Retro Rewind before. Granted, I played this track for the first time on, I think, 500cc in that mod, but let's see how this goes in regular 200cc speed. I say regular 200cc speed as if it's a regular speed to begin with. At least in the official Mario Kart games, it's a regular speed, but here, it's just a mod. Shortcut! Yeah. And you got this, you can trick off of as well. Well, if you're good at the game, you can make good use of it, which I don't. Got some swoops, that's nice. Do. And this is Bramble Blast music from Brawl. And as I stated last time, I don't think this mod has its own imported custom music, but with the power of the My Stuff folder, I am able to put my own music, which is nice. I'm not gonna make that. Also, did I see fire pillars shooting out of the water? Blue fire pillars? Oh, if I got underneath this ramp right here, I could have lessened the damage of the blue shell. Stuff like that on tracks that you gotta figure out. Also, that is a Mario Kart 8 sign, I think. That's a sign from Mario Kart 8. I think that's on the Yoshi Valley track in that game. I might be wrong. I don't really pay attention to the signs in that game. Also, I thought I saw something on the minimap. Yeah, see, those are blue fire coming out. Okay, let's not do anything crazy this time. In fact, let's take the bottom route. And wow, Funky Kong really dodged all of that. Ooh, get caught in this blue shell explosion? Yeah. And get bullied by the bats as well. You know, it's interesting. These trees, I would have expected them to be a lot more orange, considering this is in the fall. But whatever. This track is pretty cool. Let's move on. Now, painted petals. This is something that, well, from the preview, it looks pretty familiar, but at the same time, it's not. Also, I hear that Mushroom Gorge fog. Have I played this before? I might have. Because it's looking pretty familiar. Didn't see me falling off right there. That didn't happen. But I imagine there are a lot of oh, these aren't even mushrooms. They're just regular circular platforms. I'm used to seeing a bunch of circles on the mini-map and then automatically assuming is my lap not going to count? Did I do something wrong? Let me fall off. Because I'm ahead of everyone, but it says I'm in 10th. Yeah, I definitely skipped a checkpoint somewhere. Not sure how I did that, but yeah. Now, at least things are more interesting this time. I actually have to. The heck was that? I actually have to catch up this time, and ooh, shortcut! I see a shortcut right here. Oh, I should have aligned myself better. Okay, what the heck? What is happening? What? Why am I getting respawned? And how am I not? Is my lap still not going to count by the end of this? This is all so weird. Okay, let's not fall off. Let's lap now. Yeah, didn't even count. What the heck? What even happened? Also, why is everyone falling off right there? Okay, still in 10th place. I think all those CPUs are on their second lap or something. Okay. Can this please count? Oh, I can't even see where I'm turning at that section. Okay, it did count. Alright, so I'm gonna pass. I assume I'm going to pass all these CPUs right here. Yeah, okay, there we go. How did I not get the lap count last time? Like, what even happened? And you'd think by me falling off, I would, like, reset everything back to the last checkpoint that I skipped, but apparently that didn't happen. Okay, now I'm getting respawned regularly. Go blue shell, whoever is even in the lead at this point. I don't even know. Well, let's take this way, I guess. Oh, that's why it's called painted petals, because the paintbrushes. Oh. Yep. Now we do the shortcut properly. And that lap count as well. Alright. I don't really know what happened last time. Can't really tell you. But is this a way you can go? No, I think that's just decoration. Yeah. I thought that narrow leaf passageway was something you could drive on, but that wouldn't make any sense anyways. Alright, Blooper, do your worst. Meanwhile, I'll just keep staying in 6th place. And take the shortcut once again. And, ooh, fall off. I forgot the part where I actually need to be good at the game in order to do that. Yeah, not really sure what happened. Why my lap just did not function right there, and why I kept on getting respawned back there, but I guess that's just something that needs to be looked into in this track, because that's a problem. Now this looks pretty interesting. Fiery foliage forest, and the camera just went underneath the track. But I saw a bunch of thunderstorm in the background, so this looks like it's gonna be a pretty eventful track. Oh my, whoa, whoa, whoa. Look at this. Oh my gosh, this looks beautiful. Am I in a movie right now? Cause this cave looks way too enchanted to be normal. Okay, this track looks cool. I don't think this is the right way to go. Or, yeah, this was a proper way, just not something that I expected. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Okay, yep, that way. I tell you, 200cc, man. You gotta slow down. Or just let the bullet do everything for you and pray that it doesn't drop you in a screwed up position. Good. Drop that right there. No one hits it, of course. But whatever. Oh, yo, the fire effects coming from the edges of the platforms. That's cool. Hi, Birdo. Oh, I hit her with my back spam. That's nice. No, that is something. Oh, that's a lap. That is something that kind of annoys me. People back spamming when it's really unnecessary to do so. Like, I'm just trying to be friendly right behind you. Why are you? Do you feel the need to throw your stuff backwards? Like, do you not trust me? I'm not even using a meta combo like you are. I don't know what I'm talking about. But anyways, yeah, looks like this track was just as eventful as I was hoping it was. And it looks beautiful. This is probably the best looking one I've played in this video so far, in my opinion. Cause look at the lighting and everything, and those fire effects on the platforms. That is just awesome. I keep thinking I'm gonna fall off at this part, but it's super scary. So it doesn't. Whoa! How did I survive? Okay, yeah, go right this time and jump over the boost panel. Awesome. But wow, this track is amazing. I really like the subtle rain effect going on as well. And the fact that it's subtle, it's not enough to even put out the fire. So the fire being there still makes sense. But yeah, let's just finish up this track real quick. Okay, that was not optimal whatsoever. I'm telling you, that fire effect mesmerizes me every time I see it. Rosalina! Come on! You're a grown woman, you understand that? You should know how to act around babies. Don't push them around just cause you're the older one. Wow, that was a good track right there. A bit confusing at times, but hey, I managed to figure stuff out. It's even more impressive on 200cc. And finally, we have a track that I have played actually in Mario Kart Wii Deluxe, I think. Autumnal Archipelago. I really hope I'm pronouncing it somewhat normally. But yeah. Oh, this, okay, so when I first played this track, I kind of really didn't like it that much. I mean, what the heck? What? How did I enter out of bounds? I have no idea. But yeah, the first time I played this, I just thought it was way too confusing to be fun to drive. That was kind of just me being bad at the game at the time. Or like for that moment, since I don't know what happened on that day, but when I play this track, I just kind of got very thrown off by it and confused at times, and I just blue shell dodge. I kind of didn't really have fun with it, so I was like, yeah, this is not one of my favorite tracks. Okay, at least I didn't go out of bounds that time, but I think I'm going to like it a lot more now because I actually know what I'm doing. At least I think so. Hopefully my IQ is high enough to be able to manage this track. Oh yeah, it's this part that kind of threw me off the first time I played it, because I kept on falling off in the dumbest ways. Oh, you see that blue shell dodge right there? Take notes, you guys. But yeah, I think falling off in the dumbest ways kind of like, when it added up for me, it kind of just took away the fun I had playing this. But honestly, that doesn't really apply anymore since I've had a change of heart, and now I think this track is really good. Yeah, I purposely tried hitting the fence again to see if I would enter out of bounds, but I don't know what happened the first time. I guess I just got unlucky. But, oh my gosh, these CPUs are merciless. And they're not even keeping up with me. They're just throwing blue shells and setting off shocks. But, yeah. Pretty good track. And it also looks good. Have I fallen off there every time? I swear. I hope I didn't fall off there the first lap, because I don't even remember. But that is Autumnal Archipelago. And that's all the tracks in the Leaf Cups, so these 2 cups have been completed. 51 points. I really wanted that to be 60, but you can't win them all. And thank you guys for watching this MKWii Aurora session. Again, I don't know how many of these cups I'm going to do, but I definitely do want to play more of this. So, yeah, if you made this far, thank you for watching, and goodbye.